Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. And today I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon by reviewing a film titled The Computer Wear Tennis Shoes. Yeah, I know it's kind of an odd name, I know. But I know people don't really talk about the live action Disney films that often, really, because they much rather talk about the animated stuff. So I'm taking this as an opportunity to talk about the animated stuff. So as always, let's talk about the plot, shall we? Oh yeah. As you can guess, it's going to somehow involve around a computer, of course. So anyway, in this particular film, we get to see the character named Dexter and his friends attend this small private college which cannot afford to buy a brand new computer. This was, of course, back when in the day where computers seemed to be like a luxury kind of a thing. So the whole idea of a computer, somebody owning it, seems like a bizarre thing. Well, anyway, these students, of course, they see a wealthy businessman named AJ to donate an old computer to the college because they convinced him to do so. But however, the thing is that yeah, there's this person, the the wealthy businessman. He is this secret head of a large legal gambling ring, which of course used the computer for its operation. So there's some real crazy stuff going on in this particular film, folks. So, but anyway, that's basically the summary of this movie, so to speak. So at this particular college, there was this accident with a donated computer that gives Dexter the ability to remember any knowledge learned instantly and perfectly. So there's some wild stuff going on in this film, folks, overall. So this film wasn't too bad, folks. If you don't mind the cheesiness of this film, I guess you could let it slide. It's not that bad of a movie. Yeah, it's just a bit corny, it is, I know, but overall, this film wasn't too bad as a whole. The um, the film as a whole has a pretty decent story. The musical wasn't too bad, and it seems one of those films you can actually watch with the entire family, and nobody can actually get offended, of course. This film was actually released theatrically speaking at the time, and of course, it made a decent amount of money. It wasn't the biggest hit ever, but still, folks, the film did get very mixed reviews upon its release. But overall, folks, I didn't think it was all that bad as a whole. And the thing is that I would say I recommend this one, folks. Yeah, I know this storyline is pretty crazy in its own little way. But hey, it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing per se. This film is pretty delightful in its own little way. This is definitely one of the better non-animated Disney films. Again, I could obviously recommend, of course. If you have not seen this one, I say give it a shot. It's wholesome, fun, and pretty wacky its own little way. But overall, I can say it's definitely well written. And this may not be the best live action film they ever made, but it's pretty appealing in its own little way. So of course, I didn't mind this as a whole really because the script itself is pretty good, I can say. I can honestly think that the music wasn't too bad. And in my brutal honest opinion, this film is worth watching more than once. I guess you can say the part of its charm is that the idea of what a computer was and going to be is totally different than in the 60s and 70s, folks. Yes, sir. The whole idea of a computer was really different back then when they made this film. So yeah, folks, they had their own idea of what computer was going to be, folks. Yes, sir. Yeah, they had no idea what a computer and its devices are going to become later on in the upcoming years, folks. Oh boy. If they only knew, if the filmmakers only knew what was going to come over the years. Oh boy. Still, folks, I guess from that perspective, This film is pretty interesting in its own little way, I guess you can say. So the film as a whole, it does have a pretty solid premise, I guess you can say. The images are pretty cool. It's well directed and it's well shot as a whole, folks. I can tell that this film was professionally made, despite the fact that it's really low budget. Yeah, it doesn't have the biggest budget in the entire world, but I actually liked the scenery, the acting wasn't too bad, and I can say it was definitely well edited. That's for sure. Yes, sirree. So the acting for the most part was pretty solid, as I was saying. Um, so this is definitely one of those films. I guess I'm gonna watch it from time to time. If I have nothing else to do, I guess I'll just give it a watch, I suppose. And like I said way in the beginning of my video, people don't often talk about their live action stuff that often, which is a shame because some of this old stuff is actually quite good. So, if you have nothing else to do, I would say give this film a shot, folks, because I enjoyed it, and I didn't really think it was all that bad of a film as a whole. So, I guess I'll just keep this in my movie collection. Not for sure. It's definitely worth keeping my Disney collection. Yes, sir. So anyway, folks, this film it gets an overall rating a 6.2 out of 10. It gets a 6.2 out of 10 from me. And of course, as always, thanks for watching and take care. See ya. Oh yeah.